Welcome to episode 8 of Lost and Lazy. We yet again are misplacing two of our companions who got lost in probably a black hole or something. So it's just the three of us. So today, we don't really have anything planned out. So we're just going to start with Waffle, Sean. We're going to start with Sean. I don't know. Every time I see Waffle and I want to say Waffle. We're going to start with Sean. How's your week been, bud?
Week's been pretty good. Had my birthday, turned real old.
Nice.
Had a nice
Yep.
long D&D session last night. Went really well.
Yeah.
Been again playing Hunt Showdown. I played a little bit more of Nightingale, not a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Haven't
I
really,
want to play that eventually.
haven't really got too far into that game. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
with my son.
Okay. Yeah. I was just going to ask about the Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been seeing that a lot lately.
Yeah, Pokemon, like the card game, is a little more complex than how Yu-Gi-Oh works. So it's easier to teach
Yeah.
him Yu-Gi-Oh. I played Yu-Gi-Oh when like it first came out. And it's just,
Okay.
this person has this much attack, and if this person has this much attack, whoever has the highest wins. So it's a little easier to teach him that than with Pokemon. It's like, for you to use that attack, buddy, you have to have 7 of the Earth ones and 2 of the fighting ones, and then you can attack. So
I mean, just go all out and teach him Magic: The Gathering. That's even more probably harder to learn.
never played. No.
Yeah, I'm not big on card games. When I had Pokemon cards when I was younger, I sold them to buy French fries. It's probably why I'm fat. But yeah. Well, that's cool. What else you been up to, or is that it?
Pretty much it. Watch Beetlejuice with him. That way.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that you got it on the Voodoo.
Yeah, that way when the Juice is Loose 2 comes out, we can go see that. We gotta go watch, what was it, Afterlife? What's the last Ghostbuster? Because that new one's coming out too.
Yeah. It's on our
we
our
have
Voodoo.
it. We have it, but we watched the original one. He liked that, so I figured show him this one. We can go see that.
Watch the other one.
Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, the all girls Ghostbusters.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Okay.
Is that a thing? Who's in it?
Yeah, no. Bunch of comedians.
I've never heard of it. What's it called?
I don't recall.
I think it's just Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think it was just Ghostbusters. But no, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw the Beetlejuice trailer. It looks pretty fun.
I really hope they don't call it Beetlejuice 2. I hope they just call it Beetlejuice.
No.
And the third one,
that is,
when they make a third one, it could be Beetlejuice, and the world would just end.
I think that is the title is Beetlejuice. I think that is the title of the movie.
Good.
I don't think it's going to be something else. I do love how all the actresses and even he looks the same.
Yeah.
Like they don't
Well, that was like when Winona Ryder was in Mr. Deeds, and then when she came back again in Stranger Things. Like you could tell it's her without, like, if no one even said like, hey, that's Winona, like you can tell. Like even though she is so much older, she still looks like what she did when she was a kid.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. She did age very well. And Michael Keaton, he looks great too. I saw him at the Oscars. He still looks good.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it should be good. Looks like a good trailer and looks like it's gonna be a fun movie. I actually can't wait to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's about
anything
it.
else?
Nope, that's about it.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go to me because I know Bran has a lot she wants to say about a certain subject. So this week I haven't really been I played Final Fantasy today before the podcast. I got to the Golden Saucer. I'm still playing the original Final Fantasy before I start trying to play Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth. I don't really know what to do with the Golden Saucer. Like, I know there's a bunch of games there, and I'm sure there's stuff that you can buy, but I'm not very sure what I'm supposed to do. But that's most of the things in Final Fantasy VII Original, I kind of am just taking what Sean told me and just running to every inch of the map.
You gotta figure out who you're going on a date with. Decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Tifa and you got Ares. You gotta figure out which one you're taking out on a date.
It's Tifa. It's Tifa. I stand by Cloud is not in love with Aerith. Oh, yeah. Cloud is only in love with Aerith because of that part of him that is Zack.
But you don't want to like take her out for one last hurrah before she gets murdered?
No. Not at all.
Damn, you're a horrible person.
I'm one of the few people that even when I played that game and knew that she kicked the bucket, I have no attachments to her, like at all. Like even playing it again and like really writing down notes and stuff. Like I have no attachment to the character. She literally is just there. Like she's an ancient and maybe it gets more in depth, but I don't feel like the writing has shown like this deep connection between her and Cloud at all.
Yeah, I don't think you can get Yuffie until after this.
Probably. I have no idea. I just know
sucks.
that
She sucks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use her. I'm probably gonna stick with Barret and Tifa the entire game.
You gotta get Vincent. Vincent's a man.
I do like Vincent, but I'm not sure if I want to use him on my team. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I will say make sure you're leveling up everyone because the final boss, you actually make like 3 teams of 3.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll level up everybody. There's like because I was looking up how to make good money on it, and I guess later when you get to a certain point, there's a place on the map where you can upgrade your materia like super quickly and then sell it for like ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, you just go chocobo racing.
Chocobo race? What are you talking about?
You can race chocobo.
No, I know you can race it, but how does that make you money?
It just does.
Okay.
You sell them or something?
No, you race them.
Yeah, do you sell the chocobos?
No, you race them.
Okay. Well, I don't even have like the breeding chocobo thing yet. Otherwise, I'd be working on getting a gold chocobo. But I don't have any of that yet. Cause like I would have to travel back by foot.
I don't think you can.
To where
I don't think you can do that till later in the game anyways.
Okay, yeah. See, I wasn't sure. I was like, even if I wanted to go back and like get that the summon I missed, I would have to walk back, which would take forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just
you're about to
in the
get
game
the first vehicle.
Yeah, in the game I just learned about Coral and Dyne and the city that got destroyed because of Mako reactor.
Yep.
So that was interesting. But yeah, it's been fun. I've been playing it like a couple hours or an hour or two before I go to bed and stuff. I started Final Fantasy 16, but the DLCs I weren't sure when they were coming out, and I didn't want to start it and get done with it because I am terrible at going back and playing DLCs when I finish the game. So luckily, the first DLC came out, so I got it. And the second one comes out in April. So by the time I'm done or finish Final Fantasy 16, the DLC will probably be out. I'm still working on Banishers and Lake and In Sound Mind, which In Sound Mind's probably going to drive me crazy, but I will get it done eventually. Other than that, I tried a couple demos today. I played that Sandland game. That's the art is by Akira Toriyama, which that game's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to play it. It is going to be on everything, but I'm probably going to play it on my PS5. Also, I tried out Outcast, which that game, I don't know what it's going to be about, but it looks interesting. You get to shoot stuff, third-person shooter, and it seems like there's going to be a lot of talking. You're like helping an alien race like protect themselves from invaders, but I think the invaders are you. So I don't know what that's gonna be like. I also tried oh my gosh, what was Unicorn Overlord. That game is going to be very interesting. I really want to play it. I will probably play it on the PS5 eventually. And it is a tactics JRPG, I guess. You're not actually like you're not actually using buttons to attack people. Like you have a formation and you kind of manage the formation, then your characters automatically attack when you go into battle. But it's pretty cool. Like I played only probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours of it because I didn't want to go too far. I know the demo's long; it's like 6 hours long, but definitely right up my alley. It's by Atlas, or Atlas published it, so it's definitely a game that I will like and probably love, which I'm sure you'll hear more about it when we do our game of the year stuff. Um, and other than that, I've been listening to a lot of the Will Trent books. A lot. I'm on like book 3 of the Will Trent books, and man, that's my first detective novel, and they are intense and crazy. I really like the show, but the books put it to shame. The show probably should have gotten on HBO instead of ABC, because like the books are pretty intense and there's a lot of crazy serial killer stuff in it. So, but yeah, that's it for my week. Now let's hear. Welcome to Brand's Rant Corner.
No, I just gotta talk about Mirage because I gave up the podcast last week to play Mirage. So,
Yep.
very embarrassing. I don't even want to admit that I played Mirage. Awful.
Meaning you don't like it, or
No, so the game was really, really good up until the last, like, assassination that you do, like the big bad that you're looking for. And then you don't get to do that assassination. And then shortly after that, you go to where you were trained as an assassin, Alamut, and the game ends there with a very bad 1 minute cutscene that explains nothing that is going on with your character, and then the game ends, and it was shit. I was very upset, and I was so embarrassed that I played that game. So, but everything else was a great game up until the end. And this is why I don't finish games. I shouldn't have finished that game.
they doomed you?
I should have just left it. I should have just left it where it was and did all my side stuff. But no, I had to beat it because I felt like, oh, I'll beat a game because I never beat a game. And then I never want to beat another game ever again. So I did play Mirage, and now I'm redeeming myself with Odyssey, which is much better, but everybody knows that. But I needed to play a really good game after that game, after Mirage. I was so upset. I was so upset. So bad.
Yeah, she really was. It was pretty funny.
It was just it was just really that it really was that bad, actually trash. I heard that it is rated just above Unity in the Assassin's Creed series. And I was like, yeah, that's about right. You can keep it down there. So
Yeah.
now I'm playing Odyssey. And I feel much better about myself. And life is good.
Yeah.
But that's all I did last weekend and this week.
And what's
Played
Odyssey
D&D.
like? What's your favorite
What's
part about it?
my favorite part about it so far Um, other than the graphics, um, I guess the ship customization is pretty good. Like you can hire your crew is what I mean, and you can upgrade your ship as opposed to just here's a ship, good luck with it. You can actually put work into it and upgrade stuff. That's pretty neat. I think that's my favorite part so far. But I'm only maybe almost 10 hours into the game. So I'm really not doing anything in Odyssey yet. I just completed the prologue about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there when she did. It was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the open world one?
Yeah. It's the one in Greece.
Okay.
So it's one of the newer ones, but it's not Valhalla or basically Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the very beginning of the series chronologically.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to play the Assassin's Creed games in chronological order. Odyssey happens to be the first one before the Templar even existed. So
yeah, nothing really existed before that. Well, yeah.
Yeah, great.
We're missing Wes, so somebody's not talking all the time.
Speaking of DLCs that you were talking about with Final Fantasy 17, you see Remnant 2 is about to get more.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're gonna.
We still gotta get. I still gotta get the Remnant 2 King. Is it
Awakened
or
King.
the Awakened King? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's.
Yeah.
We still need to beat that also. They're supposed.
I know. I need to get. Huh?
There's supposed to be one coming out March, April, and then June, July.
Okay.
So
yeah, I gotta get better. Freaking
at playing it,
beating games.
Yeah, better at that game.
Yeah.
The beat games. Don't beat games.
No, beat games.
Don't beat games.
Beat games.
It'll make you wish controllers never existed.
No. Even if a game's ending sucks, beat it. Be a man.
Yeah. Those are funny.
That final boss and that shit. Oof.
Yeah, we'll get to it. And like you said, that other one just came out too.
Yeah, Evil West on Game Pass.
Yeah, Evil West on Game Pass. Yeah, we'll have to do that.
I like that game. It had an interesting story, but I don't think they did anything with that game.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, also, I think Matt wanted to do Redfall at one point. So maybe we can get him to do that with us.
I like that game too.
Yeah,
unpopular
I
opinion.
never beat it. Yeah. Unpopular take by Sean.
I enjoyed
he
playing
loved Redfall.
Yeah. Had an interesting little story. And yes, I know it was buggy and supposed to be, AAA, blah, 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 but I thoroughly enjoyed playing it.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Like, are vampires, are they old news like zombies? Or you think that somebody's going to come out with a good vampire game?
I don't know. It kind of does its cycle. Like Pirates of the Caribbean came out, and then like a bunch of pirate stuff came out, and then it was like, The Walking Dead came out, so a bunch of zombie games came out. It just whatever's popular around that time is what it's kind of drives the game market too. People just start getting obsessed with certain aspects of things, and games and movies and everything starts selling, and they start making a bunch of them.
Yeah, next is going to be the end of the world games.
There's plenty of those already.
I know.
All of them. We're so good at all of them.
Yeah, pro gamers here.
Yeah. Helldivers. End of the world.
Oh my gosh, Helldivers. I haven't played that in a while, but I know it's still doing good. People are having fun. I think Donnie plays it like every day.
I play it once in a while.
You know what game you should never play every day? Mirage. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm still upset about it. And it was over a week ago that happened.
Yeah. So I don't really have anything set up for us to like talk about, but I do want to know what your opinion is, Sean, on that new Poohverse or what Poohverse or whatever, the horror Winnie the
I was
Pooh.
gonna say I'm kind of afraid to type that into my Google search.
Yeah,
So they're gonna try to
they're gonna
keep
try and
going
do
with the Winnie the
like
Pooh stuff.
yeah, and they're doing a Pinocchio one, I think, and
Well, that
some
would
other stuff.
that wouldn't be the Poohverse.
No, but that's the thing. It's gonna be like what they tried to do with the Mummy movie,
Yeah, but
the MonsterVerse.
that's already been done. Where like there's already been like, Dracula and the Mummy and things like that coming together. So it wasn't really a
Yeah.
new idea. I'm okay with the Winnie the Pooh one. That first movie, it was a good. It was a
weird.
good
It was one of the
watch.
weirdest movies that we watched.
It was a fun watch. It was an absolute B trash movie, but I could see them continually doing it. Like, look at Saw. Saw when it first came out. Like, I just did not like that movie, and then
Yeah.
it came out to to Blu-ray or DVD or whatever it was back in that time. Rewatching, I was like, actually, you know what? This is actually a really good movie. The twist in the end is really good, and now I've watched every single one of them. Love every single one of them. So
Yeah.
maybe rewatch that one and then watch the second one, and maybe it'll be one of those B horror movies that becomes one of my favorites again.
I didn't really like the first few Saw movies. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she didn't.
Either did I.
Shouldn't.
When I first watched them, I
did.
the first one, and I like when I saw they were making a second one, I was like, why? First one was trash. Like, it was stupid. Just two guys trapped in a room the entire fucking movie. Then we rewatched it, and I like what they did. They literally tied everything together.
Yeah.
Some of the later ones I've been more interested in. They're okay. I don't know how I feel about them. I got conflicting feeling
Yeah.
about the Saw movies.
Your D&D character would like them.
Like, I like the stories. The concept is really cool. I just don't know. Josh probably could come up with a good reason why I don't enjoy them, but I don't.
Shouldn't like senseless torture.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about them that doesn't catch my attention.
That and they're a slow burn.
Yeah, they're not.
They're a real slow burn before they.
Yeah.
And the first ones are pretty like, oh my gosh, it's a guy on the floor. He wasn't dead at all. Oh, like,
damn, spoilers.
It's a little over the top at times, but I like them for what they are.
Yeah.
I think my problem is that I didn't watch them when they first came out, So like it's the same way with video games for me. I'm spoiled and I'm used to the way things look now. And then if I go back and watch something that's older, I'm like, it's not that good because I'm comparing it,
That's
to
so funny
media.
because that was one of the things I liked
Today.
about All Hallows Eve. The first one is where they shot it and it looked like a VHS tape.
Oh, I don't know. I think that would be cool if the movie was good and had action and
Oh, the
caught my
movie wasn't
interest.
good.
Oh.
that was
Well, then,
that
yeah, I
was
don't know how
that
I
was
feel.
more senseless torture.
Yeah, no, the movie we even like some of the stuff that we talked about on the review for that movie on my
Yeah.
YouTube, we couldn't even say some of the words because we were like, okay, it was a little.
Yeah.
It was a little.
It's a little.
dealt
It
with
was
some
a
stuff that we
little
didn't-
get banned.
Yeah, a little get banned.
Yeah.
But and yet you want to watch Terrifier.
Yeah, but I feel like Terrifier will. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
I think
see.
it's in week like 4 or 5, I want to say.
Yeah.
I do enjoy Hellraiser.
The new one?
Well, I like the series. I don't know if I've seen the new one. I don't remember.
You
Did we
guys,
watch the
you
new
did
one?
it as one of the
Yeah, we watched
episodes.
the new ones.
It was
Oh,
average. It was meh at best.
I don't even remember doing that.
I don't remember us doing it as an episode, but
It was.
maybe we did.
It was. Yeah, with old.
Well, that's cool.
With Blessy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and listen to my opinions about it.
I think you liked it, but you also gave everything a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
At
it's
the
a
time,
good
she did.
watch, but they went and changed things that didn't need to be changed.
I picked out some good movies for our movie reviews that we're gonna do. Josh
Yeah.
has a list of what movies we're gonna watch.
Yeah, for the
Chappie 2.
new.
No, I didn't pick.
No,
Chappie.
hold on. I have. The
Well,
list
I don't know
right
which
here.
ones I picked. The Green Knight, because everybody needs to suffer through that movie and appreciate the art and craftsmanship.
Yeah, there's so many
And-
on here that I've literally never heard of.
Yeah.
Like
so
RRR.
The Return to Oz.
yeah, boy, that's another one of our Indian movies. It's
Oh,
gonna
is
be
that what it
great.
is? Oh, okay. Now I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be excited for that week because both those movies are gonna be
Never
a lot of fun to watch.
Never heard of Late Night with the Devil.
That's a new one that came out on Shudder.
Oh, okay. October Sky.
Yeah, those. So the first week, in case you guys, well, in the podcast, you're not gonna know what we're talking about. I made a second podcast for us to do like in-depth movie reviews and game reviews called Black Hole Reviews. So week 1, which will be next week, we will be watching them and then we'll be putting them out sometime during the week. Not both of them, but one week and then one the other week. That way we get like a break in between. So every other week we'll be doing, or well, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But
We got a list of movies we need.
we
to
got a
watch.
list of movies that we chose for the next 5 weeks, and the winners for the first week is Last Voyage of the Demeter, which is the Dracula movie, and then October Sky, which is a movie about rockets. I don't know much about it, but both of these are what Waz chose. Week 2 is Late Night with the Devil, which is what Adam chose, and then The Green Knight, which is what Brand chose. Week 3 is RRR, which is a Indian movie, which is gonna be great. And there's Something in the Barn, which is about barn elves in Norway. Week 4, The Return to Oz, which I have no idea, but Brand chose that one.
Sean, have you ever seen Return to Oz?
Silence.
Researching.
Okay.
I have no idea.
And Terrifier.
Yeah.
No.
Return to Oz
No.
is the craziest sequel
Yeah.
to
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
It
Yeah,
looks
well-
like it's a movie called The Forbidden Zone, I think.
What?
It just the way it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Return to Oz is the official sequel. I think a separate studio made this and called it The Return to Oz and got permission to use like some characters and ideas from Oz.
Man,
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
maybe I make us watch
Like-
this.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Because I
Go on.
watched it as a child and I cried because it was scary. And then I watched it again once I was older, and it was the funniest thing I'd ever watched. And Josh has never seen it. And it's very rare that I've watched a movie that Josh has never seen.
yeah.
Because usually it's always him
Yeah.
recommending all of these shows and movies that I watch.
Like RRR.
So now I'm returning the favor,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah, but
gonna
will
look-
it be good? That's the question.
Of course, because it's a movie that I chose.
So it's gonna be a
It's
10.
good.
Oh,
10 out of 10.
and then week 5 is Roadhouse, a new one with Jake Gyllenhaal, and Five Nights at Freddy's, which I think you chose.
Me? No.
Which ones did you choose?
Terrifier and Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, that's why I said Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, you said Roadhouse. I didn't choose that.
Yeah, no, I said Roadhouse and Five Nights at Freddy's.
I thought you said those are the ones you chose. I was like, I chose both of them.
No, you chose Five Nights at Freddy's.
Is it the original Roadhouse? Because I would rather watch that.
No.
God damn it.
It's the new one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Damn it. It's not the one with the Swayze?
Yeah. No.
I'd rather stare at Swayze than Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. Well, we're going to stare at Gyllenhaal. But yeah, we'll see. You'll be able to see about those soon. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else to really talk about. This is probably going to be a short pod unless anybody else has something they want to talk about.
Diablo has a big update coming up that people are actually talking about, surprisingly.
Is it an update saying that it's going to be on Xbox?
No. That's the first thing for YouTubers and streamers I watch where they actually have talked about it in a while, and they seem pretty excited about all the changes that were coming up. So
that's good. That's kind of exciting. Hopefully they'll fix their mistake before it comes to the Xbox, so I'll actually want to play it.
Yeah, because I don't think
Game Pass. I
think Game Pass definitely comes out before it's gonna get that update.
Yeah,
because I think it comes out at the end of March, and then that update's not supposed to be till April, May.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
You need to have an opinion on Assassin's Creed Mirage because you also played it, even though you didn't finish.
Okay. My opinion on Assassin's Creed Mirage is it's a poor look-alike of what the old Assassin's Creed did, and the game itself was very poorly done, and the combat's poorly done, and the movement's poorly done, and the whole thing is a trash fire that probably should have never came out as anything more than a DLC, because they don't explain anything. They bring in a character that was already explained and given plenty of backstory in Valhalla to understand what they are, and I didn't need a whole nother game to understand what Basim is.
Thank you.
Sounds like a good game. I'm gonna go pick it up.
No, don't. It's not a good game. Don't pick it up.
Maybe I'll start playing those. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed since
play Odyssey.
Brotherhood, I think.
Yeah, play Odyssey if you're gonna play any of them.
Yeah, they're on Game Pass.
Mirage?
They have Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla.
Yeah, play Odyssey.
The graphics in Mirage were awful.
I'm not worried about graphics and wise and whatnot.
They were garbage.
Yeah,
I do.
She thought they looked good. I thought they looked cartoony and garbage.
However, I will say the twist right before the story ends, when you find the big bad that you're trying to assassinate, was incredibly done. That part of the story took me by surprise, and I was pretty impressed that I wasn't able to figure out who it was and what the motive was until the game told me. Because some of the other enemies that you assassinate, that you look for, I was like, okay, it's a little obvious what their role is, in this regime in Baghdad. But the big bad, that story twist was crazy. Can I talk about it?
Yeah. Spoilers for the end of this, even though you don't need spoilers,
because you don't need to play the game.
Yeah.
So
don't do it.
So basically, at the end, the order in Baghdad. They've been to put it in simple terms, they've been stealing money from the citizens and throwing people in jail and just taking advantage of the wealth of the city and the rulers that are there. But basically, you find out that I don't really know the specific names. Whoever runs the Templar, do they have a specific name, babe?
No.
So
all of them are just the Templars. They're usually the same equal standing, just different. There's no like.
Okay. So the king that you meet at the beginning of the game has a wife and a son. At the beginning of the game, he dies. You assassinate him on accident.
Stab Moon in the neck.
Well, you don't,
Okay.
but somebody who's with you does. And his son is in the room watching this happen. He hears the commotion and comes in. So you find out at the end of the game that the son's mother, the king's wife, sold her son's crown right before he became king because she was upset that he didn't keep his father alive, that he couldn't protect his father. So she sold his crown to someone else to rule. And I thought that was insane. It doesn't sound insane when I say it. For some reason, it doesn't sound as cool.
I thought it sounded pretty cool.
But that was wild to me. Like, she literally basically banished her son over something that wasn't even his fault.
He was there.
And then
Should have saved them.
Yeah.
like, you're not good enough to rule. And then yeah, so she was running everything.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
I'm just glad I got to watch Bram beat the game and I didn't have to beat it myself.
You should.
No. Never.
So the last assassination gets stolen from you by your mentor through the whole game, which was ridiculous. And then before the last cutscene, when you go to Alamut to find out the secret of who you are, Roshan, your mentor, is there. And they're like, kill her. And I'm like, finally, I can kill her. I can get rid of her for doing that to me. The cutscene, she's fucking alive. She's just walking around upset that you decided to fight her. It's like I didn't even get to kill her. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It wasn't fair. Because I was told that I was going to get to assassinate the big bad. And then when that didn't happen, they're like, you can kill the person that took that from you. And I was like, that's fair. That's fair. And then I didn't even get to kill her.
Yep. It's a bad game.
So I didn't get to revel in my last assassination because it happened with one of the other enemies that I took out, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know that was going to be my last assassination, which is like 2 hours before the game ends. So you have 2 hours of gameplay where nobody gets assassinated in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's a bad game.
Game of the year,
Yeah.
baby.
Well, game of the year. Well, it came out last year, so game of last year, baby.
Agree with the people who say it should have stayed as a DLC.
Me. I said it.
No, I know you did, but other people have said it also. So I'm just agreeing with all of you as a general group.
Yep.
It should have been an expansion of some sort or a small DLC if you were interested in Loki's character.
Or it could have just been, I don't know, part of the freaking game Valhalla.
Yeah, they could have just threw it in there.
Yeah.
That in one of his reincarnated lives, he was Basim from Baghdad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And part of my confusion with some of the story is the fact that I haven't played
Valhalla. Yeah.
Valhalla, and I didn't really know about the Isu stuff either. And that was pretty present in Mirage. They brought up the Isu stuff every chance they could. And I didn't really know what was going on with that. So that wasn't helpful for me.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I didn't mind comparing it to Odyssey. Odyssey is very busy with the controller and the button work. Mirage totally wasn't.
Yeah,
They
because
didn't.
Mirage is the old style of battle combat.
I know, and I didn't mind it. I think they're both good in their own ways. I think I prefer the new style more, but for it being my first Assassin's Creed that I've actually completed, I think that's a good intro to the mechanics and how the rest of the games run a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Like had I just gone into Odyssey, I think it would have been overwhelming
Yeah,
for
maybe.
for a lot of people. And maybe for me for a little while until I got used to it.
Yeah, Odyssey has a lot of game mechanics and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Was there another Assassin's Creed where they were like, maybe it's a newer one that's gonna be coming out where it was like Japan or some shit like that?
That's Assassin's Creed Red, which is upcoming.
You mean Ghost of Tsushima? Because there's already that, and it's not Assassin's Creed, and it's actually good.
But you haven't played Assassin's Creed Red. This one is probably going to be decent.
Yeah, we'll see after they made. I mean, Mirage is their most recent game, and that was garbage. So
yeah, but they didn't expand it like they've expanded their other games.
Yeah, or you just go play Rise of Ronin. That's also kind of like Assassin's Creed, but
you could do that
you know.
too. However, I think Assassin's Creed Red is supposed to be a long game like Valhalla. I think they're doing that again, where it's a huge map. It's supposed to be a much longer game with a much larger story. Because I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that you can play as at different points in the game as two different assassins in Red.
Yeah, so like the
So
twins.
that's to multiple storylines. So
Yeah.
be a larger game.
Yeah. No, I mean they did that before with the twins in London, and that game also was hot garbage. So we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe they learned something. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it'll be trash.
Yeah. It could be, but it could be good. We'll just have to see. I don't even know if Rise of Ronin is good. That just came out, but I know it's kind of like Assassin's Creed-ish, Dark Souls-ish, whatever. The way battle mechanics are now.
All I know is I just got my ship, and I'm Cassandra.
Yep. You got your ship. And you're playing the canon character, Cassandra.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Other than I have to give a clap to Larian Studios for coming out and saying, "Hey, guess what? Fuck you guys. We're done with Baldur's Gate. We're not doing anything else for it. No DLC, no extra stuff. This is the game. We got other shit to do. Good luck." And yeah, I think that's freaking rad.
I want them to make Divinity 3, and then they can end that series also, if they please.
Yeah, we'll see if they end up
but I wouldn't be mad if they win at least one more game with Divinity.
Yeah.
But I think Baldur's Gate is plenty.
Yeah. I think if they do Divinity like how they did Baldur's Gate, then it's going to probably be better than Baldur's Gate, because I have a feeling that the reason why they're saying they're not going to do any more Baldur's Gate and stuff is there was probably a lot of red tape with Wizards of the Coast. And I'm sure that they don't want to deal with that when they can make up their own spells, their own battle mechanic stuff, and not have to worry about the figuring out how to make it
without copywriting.
No, make it work with what Wizards of the Coast wanted.
For sure.
I know, Sean, you haven't beaten the game, so you don't have a whole lot to say about it, but I just wanted to put that at the end because I think that that's rad that he came out and told everybody, like, nope, we're not doing it anymore. We're done. Wizards of the Coast can take it over from here. We did our job, and that's it.
Yeah. I've had fun playing the little bit I played.
Yeah, getting off the ship.
Yep, getting off the airship on this one.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Well, Thanks everybody for watching this shorter episode of Lost and Lazy. I hope you had fun. Hopefully next week I will remember to come up with something for us to talk about before we just try and wing it. But this
If
week,
not, we'll talk about how trash Assassin's Creed Mirage was again.
or we'll just talk about more games. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good night, and I hope that you all have a good week, and hopefully by next week my butt won't hurt when I sit down. So thank you all, and yeah, bye-bye.
That was
ahead,
so random. Like, share, subscribe, and fuck off.